So unfortunately you cannot use the adult figures. Now, if you want to get creative and imagine that little kids can start driving vehicles, then you can put Maisie in there and she fits just fine. So there is that. So you can use at least one of the figures. Hey guys, what's going on? This is Mr. VP and welcome back to another Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom unboxing and review video. Today what we've got in our hands is the Matchbox 1/18 scale die-cast metal Jeep Wrangler. Now try saying that 3 times fast. But anyways, this thing dropped down to $24.99 on Amazon. And I had to have it, both as a Jurassic Park fan and a Jeep fan. I love collecting 1/18 scale die-cast vehicles, and this thing does not disappoint. Even without taking it out of the package, I can see that it's already a gorgeous model. It's got a lot of weight to it, so I know it's going to be high quality. And that's pretty much it. So let's talk about the box. So you've got your standard Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom packaging, complete with the Mount Sibo eruption scene, the Jurassic World logo, Owen Grady and Blue the Raptor. And then the top right, you've got the Matchbox brand label, the 1/18 die-cast metal verbiage there. And then it shows you in the bottom right that the doors and the hood will open up, which is awesome. And you've also got the little new indicator with the Jeep Wrangler words in the middle. Looking at the box as a whole, it's very nice. I like how it has this hard clamshell so you can't damage the toy even if you were to drop it, which I have done. That's where this came from. Sides of the box, nothing really interesting. Right there you've got a little indicator as well that the hood and doors open up. Top of the box, the Jurassic World logo with the Jeep Wrangler word. Bottom of the box, don't eat small parts, and Matchbox is made by Mattel, which is awesome. That's how you know it's a good figure, and that it's officially licensed by Jeep, Universal Pictures, and BF Goodrich. Back of the box, a nice little illustration showing the hood and the doors swinging open, and it also has a detailed engine bay, and it says 1 vehicle's included. And we're going to need a tool to remove the tray and discard the supporters, screws, and washers before playing, and adult assistance may be recommended. So without further ado, let's take it out of the box and take a closer look at it. Alright guys, so my first impressions of this Jeep outside of the packaging are that I love it. It's gorgeous looking, it's got great paint, it's got great little details that I didn't even notice when I first saw it in the box. It's got some great weight to it, it's nice and heavy so it feels premium. And I like the little features it has. So let's talk about those features real quick. So first of all, the doors and the hood open up, so let's display that now. So they're very snug, and they won't go anywhere if you're playing around with the toy at all. But they open up very easily, which is very, very nice. So we'll open up the passenger side as well. Okay. And like I said, once they're closed, they stay closed. You know, like unless you're trying to open them up, they're going to stay closed, which is awesome. The hood itself is held in with these little clips, which are exactly like a real Jeep. And boom, once you open it up, you see that detailed engine bay. And that thing is gorgeous. Very, very nice. Okay. Go ahead and plug these back in. Now, other details here that look really nice are the lights. So the lights themselves are actually little plastic inserts. They're not decals, so it gives it a depth that you normally don't see on these types of Jurassic Park toys. Also, same thing is true for the fog lights and the little parking indicators. And look at that gorgeous little Jeep license plate you've got there, the yellow and white. It looks beautiful. The winch could probably use like a little extra paint on the winch cable just to make it set a little bit apart from the bumper, but it really doesn't bother me. And as we move to the side here, the tires look really nice. They've got that tread pattern to them that makes them look realistic, and you've got the nice lettering there. This is All Terrain TA by BF Goodrich. Moving along to the top here, You've got the hood latches and the vent all painted in this nice black. Very, very sharp lines, looks awesome. You've got little molded in wipers that you can actually move around. They're made out of plastic. You've got the little light bar attachment on the windshield here. Very cool. And this Jeep model has mirrors that also have like a little reflective sticker on them, so you can actually use them as mirrors if you want to. On the back of the Jeep, yes, we do have a spare tire finally. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then we also have that JP29 license plate there. And again, with the light housings, these are stuck on plastic bits that they're you know, translucent and look really, really nice, really accurate. You've also got the bumpers here, and that's it for the outside of the body. So under the body, you also have some nice detail showing the undercarriage. You've got the, you know, you've got the differentials, you've got the engine, you've got the cross members, exhaust, and then the gas tank. So it's really cool to have that. One of those little unexpected details. So the interior, you have a couple different colors of plastic in there. So first of all, the primary body of the interior is like a textured black, which looks really cool. And then the seats are like this dark charcoal navy. I think it's a missed opportunity that they didn't paint these simple lines on the front seats, because those are, I believe they're supposed to be like a tan color, and they really offset the look of the Jeep in the movies. But you've also got a detailed center console in there. If I can show that, and also a very detailed dash, which is very cool. So rolling it around, it's very, very smooth, and I've come to expect that from all of Mattel's toys. Very nice, no friction. My one complaint about the way it rolls is that if you take a look at that front driver's tire, it seems to be like offset or bent or something, because it kind of rolls differently from the rest of them. I don't even know if you guys can see that on camera, but it kind of wriggles around a little bit. But other than that, it's not a big deal to me. I'm not going to be rolling it around and paying attention to the wheel that often anyway, so there's that. But overall, I like it. Another complaint that I'm going to say, and I will show this in great detail in a minute here, is that despite the description on Amazon, this does not work with the figures from the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom line. They do not fit in there, and the only reason why is because there's nowhere for their feet to go. Like, there's no built-in gap underneath the dash for the long legs to go down. There's just no space. The only figure that does fit in there is Maisie, and obviously she's a little girl. She would never be driving a Jeep anyways. Another complaint is that there's no steering. So in a lot of 1/18 scale vehicles, you get a steering component where the tires will turn and it'll actually be connected to the steering wheel, so you can turn the steering wheel to turn the wheels. That is missing here. But overall, I still love it. It's a gorgeous looking toy. And collectible. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. This thing is going to be great for kids and for collectors, and I like it. I like it a lot. The paint looks awesome. The little details, like even there, I just noticed that it says Jeep right on the wheel, which is that's how it should be. But you know, you overlook things like that because you don't think that they're going to put something like that on there. So that's beautiful, gorgeous job. So let's do some comparisons. Alright guys, so first off I want to show exactly how the 3.75 inch figures from this collection work with this Jeep, and spoiler alert, they do not. So unfortunately, there's just no room for the legs to go. So as I try and put these figures in here, they just will not have anywhere to go. So unfortunately, you cannot use the adult figures. Now, if you want to get creative and imagine that little kids can start driving vehicles, then you can put Maisie in there and she fits just fine. So there is that. So you can use at least one of the figures. And as far as scale, the adult human figures look just a little bit too large for this Jeep. I mean, it's not terrible, but yeah, maybe just a little bit too large. Okay. Alright, let's do some vehicle comparisons. So first up, I'd like to show it with the still in box 1/24th scale JP Staff Jeep Wrangler by Jada Toys. And while this is a decent looking Jeep, just taking a quick look at the colors, like the Jeep Wranglers in the movie were never white. They were never off-white. And so the Jada Toys is disqualified from looking movie accurate at all when you first look at it. It looks more like a hospital vehicle with the white and red. This thing just blows it away. I'm sorry, it looks gorgeous. Much more detailed too. Okay. Next up, we'll show it with the JP18 Wrangler by Mattel with the working winch. And that is a good bit bigger. But you can definitely see some of the differences in the details, like where they added some details like the mirrors, for example, the lack of a spare tire on this one. Even the tires, if you look at the tires on the model look gorgeous. Well, these ones are acceptable, but not the greatest looking things. Okay. Next, we'll show it off with the Textron Tiger. This is the radio control version, and that actually looks very nice there. Okay. And now we'll show it with the radio control Jeep Wrangler that comes with the Raptor Attack pack. And this thing just dwarfs it. Okay. Now we'll show it with the off-road rescue rig. And that's a good size there. And what's cool is this should fit right in the bed there. So you can transport your Jeep in your off-road rescue rig. Look at that. Okay. Next up, we'll show it with the Gyrosphere Blast vehicle. And this thing is just humongous. It's huge. And last, I'd like to show with the original Jungle Explorer from Kenner. And that towers over it as well. Okay, as far as dinosaur comparisons, first up we'll do the Rorovor's Triceratops. And that's a great size. Okay. Next up we'll do the Rorovor's Ankylosaurus. Also looks very nice. Next we'll do the Action Attack Stegosaurus. Very cool. Next we'll do the Action Attack Suchomimus. Now we'll do the Grab and Growl Indoraptor. And this thing is just way too big for that, but still looks cool nonetheless. And last but not least, we'll do everyone's favorite, the Thrash and Throw Tyrannosaurus Rex. That looks very cool. Alright guys, well that pretty much wraps it up for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know down in the comment section below what you think of this Jeep. Personally, I love it, both as a Jeep guy and a Jurassic Park fan. It is beautiful. It's going to look really nice with these dinosaurs displayed around it, and also just displayed on the shelf. I think it's really, really nice, and it feels really rugged, really durable, so I think you can play with it and not really worry about damaging it. Guys, thank you so much for the support. Please stay tuned. I will be producing even more Jurassic World content as we go forward here. So make sure you're subscribed, like the video because it really helps me out, share it with your friends and family, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, guys.